What you just witnessed was just a crumb of one of the dumbest and craziest boot camps I've ever seen in my life. This is the Modern Day Night Project, a project that aims to help you, a man, become a beast, an alpha, if you would say. How did they do this? Well, they take the normal steps of becoming an alpha, you know, rigorous training, entrepreneurship, crawling through mud, and being hosed down and honestly just being tortured for 3 days straight, and they make you pay 15k. Obviously you gotta spend 15 grand to become alpha. How else are you gonna do it? This is literally just off-brand Hell Week, except you gotta pay 15k and you don't enlist. Oh, also some guy died during this project, so there's that. This whole thing is ran by this guy. He has a name I can't pronounce, and quite frankly, I'm not even gonna try it. He's one of those self-proclaimed alpha male entrepreneurs. You know the type, gurus that whatever they touch become gold. And he just wants to help his fellow man to really learn and become rich. And he can teach you how to do it, so long as you pay him to scream at you for 3 days straight and also kind of waterboard you.
Line up over there. Fuck you all. Sick of this shit. Spent the fucking hour. Hurry up! You guys don't want to listen, fine. Turn around. You don't want to listen, although I won't forget you. Red over here. Red. You could have been dry. Turn around. Red. You could have been dry. Turn around. You don't want to listen, fine. I don't give two fucks. Shut up!
So who is this for exactly? What is the market here? Well, the market here happens to be any lonely man who has 15k to throw around. Someone who probably follows like the Andrew Tates of the world. And clearly this was just created for a quick cash grab. I really doubt that they thought that this was gonna work at first, but hey, here we are. They did it and they've probably become millionaires for it. And how this whole thing works is they literally just target insecure men who are probably lonely or are in a failing relationship or marriage, and they just tell them that this course can fix it all. And so why do they start screaming at people?
I will cut this fucking thing off my head before I let any one of you little bitches.
Stop asking for fucking electrolytes and be a fucking man.
Half-assing everything your entire life. Fucking ends right now. This gonna happen on my watch.
Well, it's because they want to teach you how to be a man, and the only way to do that is to yell at you and torture you, because that's also part of the program, and they will just straight up waterboard you. They're trying to be like this little makeshift army thing, and it's really fucking strange. I don't know, it has a lot of culty vibes to it as well. And another thing they do to kind of fuck you over is they try and make you quit.
You've been last on everything. It's not personal. You just need to go home and you need to train more. But I can't have you holding this class back up.
Please don't do this.
I can't, brother. This is not personal. It's performance. You're holding the class back. You're not making the cut. You gotta go. Ring the bell 3 times.
I'm not quitting. You're making me quit.
I'm making you quit because
Based on performance,
you're
quitting. We're asking you to quit. You're holding your class back. If this continues, the entire class is going to be fucking absent. Ring the bell 3 times. You're done.
There you go. There's 4. Just what I'd expect. Get it. Hey, take him. Roll and take him out of here. Thank you.
I don't know why the fuck they're doing this. I mean, like, they literally, they're trying to get the guys that paid them. Like, they pay you, brother. Why are you screaming at them like that? Why are you trying to get them kicked out? Now, does this really make you a man? Probably not. I mean, if you got 15k lying around and you're spending it on this dumb shit, I really don't think so. Now, if you paid 20k for something like this, then maybe I could see the argument there, because, you know, it's 5k more. Obviously, only a man can do that. One of the claims that they make on their website for this is that they can make your business, is that they can scale your business to higher profits, fucking 10x, 100x, you name it. They can make you that much money through this course, even though it's only 3 days. And yeah, about 70 hours of it is just crawling through mud and getting yelled at. I kid you not. I mean, that's literally what happens in this camp. You pay 15k, you run through some fucking mud, crawl. They make you crawl through the mud.
Remember why you guys filled out why you came here. That's what I do.
They waterboard you, they scream at you, they call you fat, and that's honestly about all they do. So where in this program exactly is going to help me scale my business? Another claim they want to make is that it would make you a better husband and a father. How is this supposed to do that exactly? A lot of the men that come into this are traumatized in some way, shape, or form, and so are most of the alpha male people. That tends to just be the crowd is people with untreated trauma who want to figure out how to be a man and like how to fix their issues. And really the only fix for that is therapy, which the founder even admits himself.
So even though the project is 75 hours of emotional, mental, and physical hell, the real experience of the project is about 4.5 hours of an exercise I put these men through, journaling exercise and then talking exercise called toxic cognitions. And so we journal out what happened to us as kids or whenever that trauma was, what blocks it causes, what self-sabotage it causes, how it shows up in our marriage, in our business, in our health, in our fitness, etc. And then what are our superpowers that we've gained from it? Because you do gain superpowers.
Right.
I mean, so the project really is supposed to be 4 hours when you think about it, but you're never going to get a group of men who don't know each other to sit down and journal about their most hurtful emotional shit.
So how does this help you become a better husband or a father? Because if you fit into the category of being traumatized, like the only way for this to work is if you go and get therapy. And who the fuck is paying this? Like, I don't know anyone. 15K is a lot of money just to get yelled at. I don't know, like, if your mind can fathom that because we're all peasants on this channel. That's a lot of numbers. Like, I can't imagine having that much just spare income. So, like, if these guys have been saving up for specifically this 3-day boot camp, like, let's say they're not making much, like 40K a year, the average salary. You're not saving that much to join a fucking boot camp like this. You're just enlisting. Well, that's kind of their whole scheme here, is they target men with that kind of money, or they tell you that this is the only way that you're going to become a man, and then you save up your money, you spend it on them, and you're fucked now. You don't have any savings because you just took your entire kid's college fund. And if you thought this version was bad, did I mention they have one for kids?
Crawl, go crawl. None of you? None of you?
Nobody wants to laugh? Ask a question?
No, that wasn't even a trick question. That was a serious question. Like, who wants to go crawl? Who wants to go have some fun and go crawl in the fucking mud? None of you. You all just want to stand there. You came here to stand here. Anyone, you could just go do it. The rest of you could just stand there and watch them if you want. Everyone that wants to go and get some more work in, go get some work.
We're not telling them to go.
Second thoughts. Are you kidding me? You walked over there and then walked back over here? What are you doing? What are you going back and forth for?
Get out there, boy. It was a trick question. You failed.
Yeah, it's called the Squire Squad or some shit like that. And it's just as bad as you think. You pay $1,900 for you, the father, because mothers are not allowed. No girls allowed on this boot camp, please. And your son, because no daughters, no women. Not gonna happen here. We're alphas. You think we hang around women? Also, that way you guys can crawl in the mud for 15 hours straight while off-brand Mr. Clean is over here power tripping on a bunch of kids.
But if someone in a respected field says don't ask that, don't do it.
Funniest thing, you dumb motherfuckers think you can do whatever you want, there's not gonna be consequences. You gotta realize the older you get, the fucking steeper the consequences. You make decisions, you need to be ready. Any decision you make in life, you have to think about what is the worst possible case scenario that can happen out of this decision.
I shouldn't have to tell you that no kid's gonna fucking enjoy this experience. I mean, what kind of father do you gotta be to drag your son into basically what is just straight up fucking rudimentary torture in places? And this is probably gonna lead to some issues down the line between your guys' relationship. I really don't see how it can. And the big question here is, why are they doing this instead of, I don't know, just going to family therapy? Because this version is to make you a better father and to make your son a man. The whole premise of the Squire Squad, by the way, is that they are going to take your son, 13 to 15 only, and they're going to turn him into a full-grown man so he can have a seat at the table. He'll have a beard and start asking you for money a lot, which places some awful connotations on the children, because it's basically telling them that only other people can tell you if you're a man or not. And it's like, this money could be spent anywhere fucking else. It's $1,900. You could get your son into a lot of good schools with that money. Private schools are probably less than that. And it's like, why not just put your kid in like football or something if you want them to be more active? This isn't the way to do it. They don't feed you during this point either. You're starving yourself basically for 3 days straight while doing all these rigorous activities. So like, why not just put your kid in fucking soccer? It'd probably do him better. Now, the camp has an agenda, and they talk super heavy on politics, so they're extremely manipulative. There's a whole lot of talk in these videos about they're out to get you. Who are they? What invisible fucking enemy are you talking about? The state? A government? You're gonna try and create a militia here? What's going on? Because you don't just like the enemy, you know? That's a strong wording right there.
Islands now. Again, part of the opposition's goal is to make men islands, because if we're a tribe, we're more dangerous.
It's fucking your responsibility, your duty as a fucking men that are leading this country. Fucking out of hope if this is the best we have. We need to fucking step it up.
It seems like brainwashing to me, honestly. A lot of things, like I said, feel like a cult. There's like hazing going on, there's like an initiation going on, so that way you can become part of this cult. Because we even have clips like this.
People in your life that don't need to be there. Even if it's your father, your mother, fuck them. You don't need them. You got us. You don't fucking need them anymore!
Which is fucking insane. Tell me that doesn't sound like a cult right there. Did I even begin to mention that there is a obstacle course that these kids gotta go through to become a man? We got bear traps. Honestly, that should be all I have to fucking tell you, because it's a bear trap and there's kids around it. Like, these guys are using bear traps on children.
For these boys and their dads, and at the end of the 15th hour, the fathers blindfold the sons and they take them through a very dangerous obstacle course by only their voice.
Bear traps come. Not if the bear traps come. There will be bear traps in life. There will be razor wires in life, metaphorically.
But they also have razor wire and rusted nails, which is probably why in the cost coverage is liability insurance. So that way if you die, like apparently this guy did, they don't gotta cover for you and they're fine. By the way, yes, there is a waiver that you have to sign where the liability insurance and everything that is going on, I really don't know if it is legally binding or not, but they better fucking pray, because I think they got lucky that no one has sued their ass yet. And why are you coming after kids like this? I mean, you're already making 15K off of the course that the fucking insecure dumbasses got you. Why are you coming after the kids that don't really have a choice and their dad is the one doing all of it? Like, they're even trying to tell kids who to date.
Choose as a wife will determine your success or failure. So as you are choosing girlfriends, figure out, am I choosing crazy? Am I choosing emotional? Am I choosing reckless? Or am I choosing someone who could be equally yoked as me? Who you choose as a wife determines success or failure in a man's life.
What type of message is this going to send to the very impressionable young men out there, especially these kids? Well, not a fucking good one, obviously. I mean, like, if this is how you have to become a man, they're gonna put their kid through the exact same thing. Literally, the way that this camp is set up is because the guy wants to traumatize you. That's literally like what he says in some of these videos. He also does straight up call it torture, because they do torture you. You don't sleep a lot. You get like maybe 2 hours, I think, if you're lucky and you didn't make one of these fucking like fake Navy guys angry for some reason. Why pay for this? Like, I know why they started it. It's for money, obviously. It's a grift, which apparently this guy is known for grifting, so it makes sense. They hopped on this alpha male train and instead of making a course, they ran with the whole like army mindset thing, full throttle. But instead of giving you any actual training, they just torture you. People gotta be wary of this shit because it's everywhere. This is a huge, massive grift that has been going on for way too long. The course is like 6 years old now, which is kind of around the time this whole alpha male thing started to begin with, I guess. I don't know. I just think it's crazy that the Andrew Tate era of this world completely screwed over an entire generation of men, an entire era of men. Because like, I look at people nowadays and I'm just like, holy shit, how dumb do you gotta fucking be to like really think that this shit is going to work? You really think taking a 3-day course that you paid 15K for is gonna make you more attractive to women, make you a better father, make you an alpha, make you an entrepreneur? That's all shit you gotta learn, brother. Except for the alpha male thing, that doesn't exist. I hate to break your heart. Hopefully this was a very expensive lesson to these men, but the vast majority of them probably not, because like I said, major cult vibes here. Anyways, if you liked the video, please go ahead and leave a like. And if you didn't, then don't. Fuck you then, okay? You can leave a dislike and you can get your dumb ass out of here. If you haven't already, go ahead and please subscribe. Only like 2% of the people that watch my videos are actually subscribed to them, so it'd be much appreciated if you could, you know, hit that. Hit that right there. Shout out to the one and only silly goose, Harley, for paying for the membership and taking the steps to become ascended, which you too can do for only $5 a month, obviously. Just like being an alpha, of course you gotta pay for being a silly goose. How else are you gonna do it? If you become a silly goose today, you get amazing perks. I'm talking like top tier. You're never gonna find this anywhere else. Okay, you get badges, you get emotes in the future, and you also get membership only posts and videos. So go ahead and do that. Hey, if you haven't already, go check out my last video. Thought it was pretty good. So